Good morning, everyone. Hello. Is there anybody out there? Good morning. It's Monday morning. Hello, everyone. Come in for a chat. I've got to turn my chat on so I can see you when you do come in and say hello to me. And then when you come in, let's share. Let's share this out. And let's see how everybody's doing today. Okay, come on, computer and phone. It's all telling me to slow down, which is fine. Just a moment. There we are. Hi, Wendy. Hi, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Prachir, Deirdre, Luann, and Gabby. Good morning, everybody. I'm just going to share it for just a moment. Would you please do the same? Oops. Okay, I'm here now. So hello, everyone. Julie Kiss, good morning. Thank you for sharing it into the group, Wendy. I appreciate you so much. How's everybody doing? It's Monday. It's a sunny day here. Oh my gosh. I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning and I thought, I really should get up and go to the beach because I've been wanting to do a sunrise from the beach, and today would have been perfect. But maybe next week, or not next week, but later this week, I'm going to the Keys with Dr. Ruth Anderson and Deb Goldberg. The three of us are going down to the Keys for a week, and we're going to be doing a whole day of live streaming next Sunday, the 28th. So I hope you all have that on your calendar, that you can spend some time with us and hear some amazing broadcasts during that day. Oh, it's sunny and hot. I see you all. Yeah, it's that time, isn't it, to be really hot. Stacy, good morning to you. And Jeanette Smith-Wesolowski is with us, and Scarlett Patterson. Good morning, all. Yeah, we're having bright sunshine here. Oh my gosh, it's so good to see all of you coming in. I see 11. That's one of my favorite numbers. It's a master number, and it just shows that everything is as it's supposed to be. And when I see it doubled, when I see 1111, that's like a portal of energy that opens up. Do you all ever pay attention to that? Anybody else besides me get the 1111? And I also get 111. And when I get 111, that's my friend in spirit talking to me. I know it's an angel number, but I lost a really dear friend a few years ago. And when I heard of his passing that morning, I turned my computer on, and on Facebook, I had 111 people on my chat. And ever since then, it's been 111 is the way he's let me know that he's there. So yeah, it's interesting how our loved ones in spirit communicate with us. And one way they do is using the numbers and showing us something with numbers. So share your experience if you've had something like that that's happened with you as well. And let's see, my dear Lillian from Norway is here. Lillian, I am putting my intention out there really strongly that I'm going to come visit you in Norway. Yes, Julie, I love the Keys, the Florida Keys. There's nothing like that experience if y'all haven't been there. It's really amazing. Carol Allen, good morning. Erica Hoppy, Rose Jabor, and Tony's in the house, and Sally. Tony and Sally, good morning to you. And they're going to be guests this week, guest co-host with me this week on Thursday, I believe. We've got some people on this week. I'm so excited that we have people on here to talk to. Tomorrow is Hope, and you're going to love Miss Hope. We love her already, but just wait till you get to interact with her and hear her beautiful love coming out of her mouth. Wednesday is our own Stacy Small Lord, and we get, hopefully, Stacy, we get to see Luna when you come on in the morning to talk to me on Wednesday. And yes, Sally and Tony are Thursday. Sharon Boyle is Friday. And I'd love to get my schedule filled up for the rest of the month. So anybody else, Wendy, hint, hint. And Lily says she often gets 111 and 1111. Deirdre gets 1111 and 555. Oh, I love the fives. Deirdre, fives are all about change. So when you're seeing that 555, that's a big thing for you to pay attention to because it's all about change. And Jeanette says some days it's all numbers in triplets. Also 144. That is interesting. 144. Because fours, the angels are really guiding you and showing you your path. So pay attention to those fours. And guess what? I'm drinking tea this morning instead of coffee. I'm making some changes, big time changes. And this is so amazing because it's been almost a month now of really, ever since I've been back home, of really making a lot of changes, not just inside, but outside as well. And I love everything that's happening in my life right now. It's just amazing. You know, I've had some struggles and I've had some challenges, but I love life. So if you love life, you can have challenges, you can have things that go on, but really loving life, having that yay, it's another day feeling, just type that in. If you say, I love life, because I certainly do. And that wasn't always the case, guys. I wasn't always that person that woke up and said good morning. I was that person that almost woke up and pulled the covers back over my head. Yes, Wendy, darling, I will. I had thought about that earlier today, but you know me, I was late and groggy getting up, but I will get you all the information. Wendy makes our posters in the group, in the Angelic River family group. If you're not there, then please go there and join us. And she makes a poster every day for this show and for the guests that are going to be on. So I really appreciate that. And Stacy says Luna will make an appearance. Yay! That's Wednesday. And oh my gosh, I've seen some of the pictures of her. Absolutely beautiful. And when Stacy, I love your compassionate heart for picking up that little darling and rescuing it when you saw that it was in need. Thank you. Thank you for what you do. Sally says I'm back to 1010 and 717. Awesome. And Wendy's doctor's appointment, Carol Allen is asking about it, Wendy. And it is this week. Oh, she started to purr this morning, Stacy says. Awesome. Luann, you see the 8s, 88 and 888. You know, I used to belong to a chanting group, which I need to start one, I think. I used to belong to one, and we would chant 808. We would chant 888, but also 808 is a master, what do they call those? There's a name for it, of certain words that you put together, and I'll think of it. It's out of my head at the moment, but you can chant numbers as well as words. And we did that, and it's to bring in abundance. 8 is a great abundance number. For years at a time, I had a bank account whose number was 8888. I love that. And Scarlett says, I love life now. Yeah, that's me too, Scarlett. Yeah, absolutely. It's a new perspective because every day when we wake up, we have a choice. I have a choice. I can come on here and I can just be blah, or I can tell you the way it really is. I love life. And that's what I feel every day. And Wendy's replying her telephone consult is today. And yeah, there's still a lot of a lot of restrictions on going to doctors and hospitals, isn't there, Wendy? Yeah, that's here as well. And okay, so we have some I love lives. I love that. Good morning, Etta. Gabby, I love life. I'm starting a 22-day vegan challenge this week. We'll see how much I love life after a week. You know, the angels told me, oh gosh, about a year ago, I think, to just pay attention to what I'm eating nutrition wise. So I don't do diets anymore. I listen to the angels, I listen to my intuition. And if something doesn't feel right that I should have it, then I don't. And if I go against that, this is what I've noticed, because there's been times when I really wanted something, you know, it's just like, I've got to have that. And it was a gut instinct to not eat it. And then sure enough, I paid the price because I would have the upset stomach or just didn't feel good after I ate it, especially if it's like meat. I've gotten away from eating meat. I'm not vegan, I'm not vegetarian, but I just eat whatever my gut tells me is okay for me to eat. And I've been doing so well with that because I used to have a lot of acid reflux. I had a lot of issues. I had my gallbladder out many years ago, but I still had all of that acid indigestion, and it was the food. So I paid attention. I've listened to my gut. I've listened to my angels, and they guide me. They're the ones that say to do this or do that. And right now, what I'm doing is, and I don't even consider it a diet, I do keto and I have a lot of protein. And one way that I get protein is bone broth. And I have some protein mixes that have plant-based protein. So I just listen and it's working so well. Okay, so we got I love lives. I love that. And Lily says, I really often see 333, 444, and 4444. Yeah, all those repeated numbers. And Deirdre says, I wake up and greet all my ancestors, angels, spirit guides, moms and dads. I say good morning, light beings, and thank y'all for sharing space here with me. Deirdre, I love that. I love that in the morning. For years now, I've been waking up and the first thing I say is thank you for another day. And then I say, it's a great day to have a great day, which it really is. Every day is a great day to have that wonderful experience here again on earth. Wow. Just think about that. You know, we have a gift of another day. But there are moments when I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, where am I? And that's the times that I've probably been off somewhere in my sleep traveling, which I think happened last night. Went and visited my sister last night. Oh, I'm sorry, Wendy. What did I miss about 11:11? Let me scroll back up. I can't get, oh, there it is. 11:11 was the time my late dog Senna appeared in the baby scan photograph. I live at number 11 and my hip replacement was on 11:11. Wow, wow, wow. Yes, I've seen that photo of the baby scan with Senna in there. And I know Senna is so strong with you, Wendy. She's one of your guides. She's your animal guide. I love it. And I'm sorry I missed that. The comments are coming in so fast. I love that all of you are here this morning. Thank you for coming here. Thank you for coming and having whatever your morning cuppa is. Normally mine is coffee, but I've been drinking a lot of tea lately, hot tea, and I love it. And so this morning I'm having tea. And I actually found some moringa tea yesterday at the store. So I've been drinking some of that. Moringa is an herb that is so good for inflammation. Is an anti-inflammatory, so it helps your body to heal. Oh, Senna is a he. Okay. And Carol says, I was having digestive issues until I started eating mostly plant-based diet, still eating some fish. I love fresh fish. Etta says, our house number in Delhi is 8044. And Carol, the last four digits on your credit card is 1111. I named it my angel card. Sally, I love that. I absolutely love life. And Stacy, I keep getting called to eat plant-based meat. Makes me feel yucky. Yeah, I think there's a lot of us finding that right now about how different foods are affecting our human body, but that also affects our spirit body, because whatever happens in the physical, that is a manifestation of what's going on with us in our energy bodies as well. Gabby, I'm all about unprocessed food. Mine is chocolate, but I just love animals too much. I agree. Totally in agreement this morning. This is great. Thank you for this conversation. Cheer says, in adding to what Etta wrote, even our block number is 8, and the alphabet is D, which is the 4th alphabet. So many 4s and 8s. It's crazy. Good morning, Claire Louise. Welcome. And I saw some other people coming in. Let's see, who do we have? Janine Ingram. Hello and welcome to you. Rick Morrow is here. Oh, it's so good to see all of you. Yeah, numbers are so interesting when we get started and really look at patterns and look at what's going on. Lily, I get tired of people telling me I should not eat what my body and intuition tells me, and that I eat so wrong. I've learned myself to listen, so I'll stick with that. What do you think? Absolutely. Absolutely. Our bodies know better than our minds, and sometimes even better than doctors in my case, because I am a living proof that what I was told by a doctor years and years and years ago was not true, because he told me I had to take a certain medication the rest of my life after my kidney transplant. And I haven't taken that medication in, oh my gosh, almost 40 years now. And I'm still standing. Wendy, you had a gorgeous ice cream last night, Indian mango and coconut. Oh my gosh, you're making my mouth drool, Wendy. It sounds so yummy. All right, what else we got? Yes, doesn't that sound so good? Wendy, you're making us all want to have some of that. And Wendy says, I remember when I joined you in Zoom, the code was the last digits of my cell phone. Yeah, it's awesome, the signs that we get. And they were on a stick from Morrison's. Awesome. And yes, Wendy is on a show today at 333. I love that number. She'll be on with Diana and Gerald Ann. And Wendy, that's going to be awesome. And you're going to do great. I just know it. And Marianne, sorry, I can't pronounce your last name, but welcome. She says hello. And yes, thank you, Claire, for that support. And Wendy, we're all supporting you. You're going to do great. Etta says, we just finished evening tea. Assam is very famous tea and tea gardens. In India, tea is a welcome drink. We have lots of variations. Yeah, we do too. Good morning, Hope. There's our girl. Hope will be with us tomorrow morning. She'll be right here with me on the other side of the camera, so you all can actually see her. So excited. Yes, Gabby Forrester, it is the same time as the show is on. It's 333, so New York time, Eastern time. Lily says, I was guided to burn Shamuel's angel sticks for harmony, love, peace, heart chakra. I've had them some time now and haven't tried them before. They're really good. Well, it's interesting, Lily. I was guided to burn some Tibetan incense this morning that one of my mentors gave me. She always had it burning when I would go to her channeling groups, and just amazing scent and the energy that comes from it. And Carol is replying to Julie to try that sway test. I've been doing that and have been surprised by what my body says is okay to eat. Yeah, the sway test. It's interesting. I had to get a new computer because my old one was crashing constantly. So I bit the bullet and I got one. and I was transferring files. And when I was transferring some of the videos, I came across a video from my Angel Speakers retreat that I did where I taught that sway test. So I'll look at that, and that may be something that I can share and give you all the link to if anybody wants to learn more about what that's all about with the sway and listening to your body. Oh my gosh, there's so many comments this morning. Y'all are just amazing. You're all bubbly. How is everybody? What's going on in your world today? I've got a strong day today, all day long. I've got so much going on and so much to get ready for my trip to the Keys in a couple of days. So let me know what's going on in your world. Okay, Prachir says, talking of tea, my present home is surrounded by tea gardens. We often interact with the tea estate staff and get to know more about their work. That would be interesting, and get to know more about the tea as well. One of my friends, Teri Angel, that lives close to me, takes us on tours of a hotel here that's haunted. It has all kinds of spirits in there. I've been there and it's a great experience. But they come around with a tea cart and they share with you the different teas that you can have. It's really an interesting place, interesting experience. All right, and when do you like Earl Grey? I like Earl Grey too. I'm drinking Constant Comment by Bigelow right now. And Tulsi tea, I've never heard of that. I love chai as well. All right, so ginger tree is really good for the stomach as well, right? Thank you, Etta. And yes, Scarlett, the sway test. Christina Weisner, hello. Muscle testing, absolutely. Absolutely, I love muscle testing. There's some really simple ones you can do. You can do it with raising your arm. You can do it with locking your fingers, holding them like this, and then locking the other one in, and then doing the sway test that way. There's many ways that they can be done, or doing the muscle testing. The sway test, you're listening to your body. So I will make that link available now that I know where it's at, and see if any of you want to watch that explanation about how you can listen more to your body. Yes, awesome. Okay, so we're asking about Gabby's spirit that's in the farmhouse. And she says, I actually stayed there again on Saturday night, but I called in Michael's shield of protection and slept through the night. No scratches when I woke, but very happy I didn't have to make the trek down the hallway at 3 a.m. At the moment, it's 8 p.m. for me, so I can walk you through there on Teri's morning chat one day. Yes, I know. We've got to set that up, honey. And Carol likes peach ginger tea. That sounds awesome. Oh, you all are so great this morning. Thank you for all the comments. And I know we have more people that are coming in that I haven't seen yet to say good morning to. And then let me just scroll and see who's here. Wow, there's a lot of comments this morning. And I love that we're talking about tea. Tea for me, it's so different than drinking coffee. I love coffee. I've been a coffee girl my whole life. My dad got me started on coffee. Ooh, let's do that. When's your first time that you drank coffee or tried coffee? And do you remember that experience? Do you remember that taste when you first tasted coffee? So my dad drank his coffee with lots of cream. So it was like really rich and really good. And I would watch him drink it, and I would watch him stir it with the spoon. And I kept thinking, I want to try that. I want to try that. So I, of course, would bug him. Can I try that? So he put me on his lap and he let me try his coffee, and I loved it. Even at a very young age, I loved coffee. And that's how I drank mine, was with lots of cream in it until just recently. And I could still have it that way with the watching my carbs and all of that with the keto. But for some reason, I just heard to cut that out, to cut out the cream in my coffee. So I did. I started drinking it black. I'm telling you all, it's like my whole life has changed in the last few weeks. Everything is changing. It's a constant state of change. So what was it? What happened when you tried coffee? Was it a good experience? Was it you going to spit it back out? It didn't taste good. It was yuck. And are you still drinking coffee, or do you drink tea or just water? I mean, there is no right or wrong. It's just each of our preference about what we put in our body. So let's talk about that, about how we develop some of our habits. And it is a habit, and it's something for me. It's just I love drinking both coffee and tea. So it's not even a have to, even though I make that comment sometimes, I have to have my coffee. It's more of I need it inside of me because I really enjoy that when I get up in the morning. So I'd love to hear what your experience is. And we've got more people coming in. Becky, I see you, honey. I see your I love coffee. Charles Coons, good morning to you. And then let's see. Stacy says, my mom used to drink coffee all day, every day. I would sit at the table and have coffee with her at a young age, maybe 10, mostly cream and sugar. Now I can't drink it too creamy or sweet. Yeah, we change, as our body changes, as we change our nutrition, then that intuition kicks in, or in my case, the angels kick in and they're like, okay, you don't need that cream anymore. So that's it for me. And I want to just see how you all are replying with the coffee. And Wendy says, we add a little of the powder while cooking meat for them. Oh, about dogs. Yeah, and pets. And Prachir says, yes, in the morning when we removed the pillow covers, we discovered that. Okay, I'm not sure what that is. I'm missing so many comments. Carol says, my husband used to drink at least 2 pots of coffee a day. Yeah, I have 2 in the past. I've done that. Stacy, I'm patiently waiting for my husband to go get me coffee. I ran out. Oh no. Okay, let's see what else we got with coffee. I started drinking it after I drank a proper Italian cappuccino. That was Scarlett. I love cappuccino. And Claire says, I'm a coffee lover. I love trying new coffees and making them different ways. I love teas too, but coffee is my favorite. Yeah. And Prachir says, these days in India, people prefer black tea or coffee without sugar. And Wendy prefers tea. Cheers, Wendy. And Carol likes coffee. I love coffee, usually black with a small amount of honey. Carol, I've never put honey in my coffee. I do like honey in my tea, although I don't have any in it right now. Hi, Sharon Boyle. Okay, so I'm missing this whole conversation about food for our pets, but I love that you all are talking about that, because I've also in the past cooked food for my pets, and it's really the best for them. If you know what they're getting in their body, just like us, what's going into that nutrition that's going in your body. Stacy says, I'm not able to reply to people today. Stacy, I'm not sure which stream you're on. I think most of us are at Enlightened World Network. So if you want to find us on there, then we shared it out. So you should be able just to click on it and go into there and be with all of us. Oh, Wendy, your dogs love parsnips, carrots, fresh oregano, fresh parsley, and rosemary. And sometimes you make them a vegetable stew. I never even thought about cooking for my animals until my ex-husband's grandmother was doing it for her golden retriever. And the vet had told her that the dog needed to be on a special diet. She cooked that dog's food every day, fresh. And so I learned from her what was good to feed the animals. And I did that with my beautiful dog that I had. She was part golden retriever, part husky, part German shepherd, and she was an amazing dog. Okay, Gabby says that she's a tea drinker, and Liliana just drink 1 cup in the morning. Rachetta, my dear friend Aparna is in the house. Well, welcome and good morning. Charles prefers tea, and Claire Louise loves the cup, believe. Oops, it disappeared. Believe. Did you like that, my disappearing cup trick? Let's see if I can do it again. I love this. I love green screens. Ooh, Sharon Boyle. I saw those pictures of the bathtub, and I hope you had a really great bath. And Aparna is a great cook. She stays in Delhi but belongs to Goya. Awesome. I have a dear friend in Goya. Prachir says when we make tea, we add a piece of ginger, a few tulsi leaves, and 1 or 2 green cardamoms to have an aromatic flavor. It's very refreshing. Ooh, that sounds so good. Yeah, did you like my trick? I'm playing tricks this morning. It wasn't on purpose, but it was funny, wasn't it? And Deirdre says, I used to drink coffee, but it just stopped tasting good. So now it's green and black tea. I love green tea also. That's one of my favorites to make iced tea out of. Oh, this is a really good tea. All right, so what else? And Wendy loves Indian food. I do too. I have a dear friend. I wish she would come on with us in the morning, but I think she sleeps in. And she has cooked me homemade, good Indian food that was so delicious. I've been to her house and met all of her family. She started out as a client and now she's a really dear friend. And she also sells CBD oil and got me started on that to help me to sleep. It does really good. Okay. All right, Stacy's asking, what is beaten coffee? I don't know what beaten coffee is. That's a new one to me. All right, so today we have Diana at 9:30 after Mira, and then we have at 333 Silent Mystics. I'm sorry, I missed the name of it for a moment. Silent Mystics with Diana and Gerald Ann, and then today Wendy is going to be the guest on there. Wendy, I can't wait to hear your stories. And what else? We have an intentions group that meets on Monday night. It's a private group, and we set in our intentions and lift each other up for those. So it's been a really powerful group. And if anyone is interested in coming into the private group, I know many of you are already there with us. Just let me know. And then tonight I have a radio show on Angel Heart Radio, and it will be Keep Smiling movement. I don't know if all of you or any of you have gone to the Facebook group. It's called the Keep Smiling Ambassadors. And Keep Smiling, it started out as a way to just share with those who were kind of down, maybe depressed. Some people were at the point of suicide. And Keep Smiling is a card that was developed, and we share it out. We share it with anybody all over the world to keep smiling, that there's always, always one thing you can find to smile about. And my friend Andrea was on last week. She was on with me, and she shared 2 stories of people that she felt an urge to give that card to. And both people, when she stood and talked with them for a moment, shared with her that they were thinking of taking their own lives. So this movement is huge. It's so needed in our world right now, always needed in our world. because there's always those people that just don't see any positive. They're not getting a smile from somebody. They're not getting a warmth or anybody that really sees them. So I hope that you all will tune in at 8 o'clock tonight, Eastern Time, as I talk to the founder, Ken Roshan, and the executive director, Andrea Adams-Miller. And it's going to be an amazing show. I feel that. And at 2 o'clock today, I'm being interviewed by someone from Brazil that I just met last week. And I don't even know what that's all about, but we were on a panel together, and then he reached out afterward and said he wanted to talk with me on his radio show. It's going to be interesting because he's very young. He's in Brazil. He's, I think, 18 years old. And, these are the ones we want to learn from. The ones that are awake and know who they are, know that they are spirit, and they have so much information that we can use in this day and everything that's going on. We need to hear them. We need to hear their words and to get their insight. So I'm excited about doing this interview with him today and just seeing what comes through from him and what he has to share with us. And Stacy's having connection issues, so I'm not sure what that is, but hopefully you can find us back on, Stacy, and let's get those straightened out for your show appearance here on Wednesday for sure. Okay, I've missed so much of this conversation. Gabby says she loves cooking Indian food, and some vegetarian recipes would be greatly appreciated. Yes, and we would love, as Wendy said, we would love recipes in our group. We do love to do that, to share and have different things that people share in the group. And Claire, that group sounds so wonderful, really important to lift and guide people that are so sad back to happiness with love. It's called the Keep Smiling Ambassadors. And please come in and join because we share a lot of love in there. And I love the group. Okay, so I see it's 8:08. Remember I had mentioned 8:08 earlier when we were talking about numbers. So the angels just drew my attention to that. And it is our time to take prayer requests. So if any of you have anything going on, please put that in the prayer requests, and let's lift each other up today. This has been so uplifting. Yesterday we did music. I loved that show yesterday with all of you sharing your favorite music that lifts you. And I've actually listened to some of those songs since then. That was beautiful to have that memory of the songs and memory of the lyrics of the songs. Sharon Boyle, I just love you. She says, if you miss any comments, here's a summary: tea, coffee, food. So true, so true. And I know I started that out with my tea this morning. I love this, and I loved all of the interaction. And Etta is asking how my niece Tracy is doing, and thank you for asking that. For any of you that may not know, Tracy is my niece, and we've been praying for her father for almost 2 weeks now here in the group. He was in the hospital, breathing issues, he couldn't breathe, and he tested negative twice for COVID, but she said he had all of the symptoms of COVID, even though the test didn't show it. And he did pass. So we've been lifting up his children, Tracy and David. And I talked to her yesterday, and she was having a rough day. She was having to go through paperwork and make all the arrangements. And it's a really sad time because now they've lost both their mother and their father. And their mother was my sister, Barbara, who I love so dearly. And I actually dreamed about her last night. So I think that was a sign letting me know that they're both together and that they are in spirit and okay. Both of them are okay. So I'm glad that I had that dream, even though I woke up this morning like, was that real? You know, because I felt like I was right there with her as I was talking with her in my dream state. Okay, so what else we got going on? Any more prayer requests? Let's always lift up everyone right now that's going through something with this virus. Because I just heard that ours is on the rise again here in Florida. And there hasn't been a lot of compliance. Even after things started opening back up, there were rules in place, but not every place is enforcing those rules. And I know I was standing in line to go into Whole Foods just a couple of days ago, and I had my mask on. I was outside, had my mask on, but I had it down so I could breathe through my nose because it's really hard to breathe for a long time with the mask on. And before the guard would let me in the door, he did this so I would know, cover my mouth and my nose. And you're supposed to keep it covered the whole time that you're shopping in there in the store. So I'm hoping that people will pay attention and start complying more with this, because that's the only way we're going to contain it. If we are smart, we're smarter than this virus. So get smart, wear your mask. And it's not for you. It's not just for you. It's for everybody. All right, so let's see what other prayer requests we have. Wendy, a bit nervous. Oh, Wendy, you're going to do great on that show today. Just be you. All right, Scarlett would like to pray for all those in fear of COVID. Absolutely. And Charles is asking for prayers for his friend Lorraine Peterson, of course. Okay, and Prachir is giving the information about the beaten coffee, and I'm not sure what all of that is because I've never heard of beaten coffee. Okay, and Lily Ann, prayers for the pain and difficult situation with your sick mother and your son and grandson Gabriel, and prayers for you all here and peace on Mother Earth. Absolutely. And a special prayers for Tracy today. A daughter is her father's little girl, and prayers for David because for a son, a father is a hero. And prayers for me for healthy, happy, and strong. Thank you. I feel really good today. I do feel healthy, happy, and strong today. So thank you for those prayers, and let's let that continue. Sharon is giving encouragement and support to Wendy. See, Wendy, you are so surrounded by all of us, and just we love you so much and lift you up, and you're going to do great. I know this. Gabby is giving a prayer request for Gaia and her animals. Absolutely. And Claire asking for prayers for my niece and nephew. Yes, they do need all of our love right now. It's so difficult at this time. Stacy, pray for my son who left the nest yesterday and is on his way to his new journey in life without his mama. Oh, you'll always be there for him, honey. Yeah, he'll reach out. Probably more than you want to hear. Your phone's going to be ringing constantly. Carol, prayers for Wendy that her surgeon appointment goes well. Yes, absolutely, Wendy. Wendy, you're really being lifted high. I hope you're feeling that today as we surround you for all that's going on in your life. And what else? And Claire is thanking for cheer for the beaten coffee recipe. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and we're asking Stacy how she's doing as an empty nester. And I think she got a miracle come into her life with little Luna. And that's going to help you through that time because cats are so healing. So yeah, I think that's going to be a good thing for you to have. Charles is asking, what time is the Smile group? It's not a group, Charles. It's a broadcast that I'm doing tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern. I will have the founder of the Keep Smiling movement on with me, Ken Roshan. You're going to love this guy. He has a son that's 3 years old that tells jokes. And I had Ken on a couple of weeks ago, and his little boy told us some really funny, cute jokes. Okay, what else? Any other prayer requests? Prayers and love to Wendy from Julie Kiss. Thank you, Julie. And Wendy, everyone is lifting you up. I love this. I love all of this love and support that you all give every day. And Prachir is asking prayers for his Aunt Mina and Neil for their safety, for Etta to be strong, and it's growled, and for your niece and nephew, and for my extended family on the morning Cuppa Joy. Prayers and safety of everyone. Thank you to you as well. Deirdre, for your friend Joni, who can't believe in any of this stuff. I'd love to see her pain get relief so we can make a believer out of her. And Deirdre, any word on your friend that went missing, or I think it was your friend, I don't know the name, I apologize. If you haven't given it, I'm sorry. But let us know if there's any word on that, and we keep lifting up for that situation to come to a resolution and for her to be found. And Stacy replying that she's okay off and on and has tears. Yes, and we're lifting you, Stacy. We're here for you. Just feel our love. Anytime those tears come, just know how you were lifted up this morning on this show. And Wendy, the same thing goes for you. Whenever you're talking to that doctor on the phone, whenever you're on that show today live, just hold in your heart all this love that you're getting right now from all of us supporting you. We're here for you. We are your family, and we care about all of you. We care about everyone that's going through anything. So absolutely, just hold it in your heart. Thank you, Scarlett, to keep me lifted up. I appreciate that. You know, it was a rough couple of days when I got the news that my brother-in-law had passed, and he was more like a brother than a brother-in-law. I've known him my whole life, and just such a kind, dear man, and always wanted the best for everybody. When I had my kidney transplant, I was in the hospital still, and he flew down from Kentucky to be with me and support me during that. And, you know, he didn't have to do that. He was far away, but he wanted to be there just to show his love and his support. So that's the kind of person that he is. He still is. He's in spirit now, but he is such a magnificent person. And I know he's going to do good works from spirit and guide. Oh, it's a Mel. I'm so sorry, Deirdre. I said he hasn't been found yet, and his name is Bill. Well, let's keep Bill in our prayer circle and lift up for the resolution of that, and for him to be found and home safe. Jean L'Oreal, late, but love to all. You're not late, you're in divine time. And yes, Pritchfield, I saw that 22. I love that. 22 is such a master number. Okay, what other prayer requests do we have? Yes, thank you, Etta. I did. When I make a promise, I stick to my promises. And I promised Prachetta that I would chant for 5 minutes in the morning before I get out of bed. And I did, and it really does make a difference. It lifted me up this morning. I chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, and we do that every night, 108 times. And we also chant Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha to break through any obstacles, anything that's standing in our way. And I know some of you have been joining me for that, myself and Karen Palmer. And thank you. We will continue to do that at night. It's 9 o'clock Eastern time. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. And Scarlett, can't get more caring than empaths. Isn't that the truth? And I'm seeing that it is time to begin. So let's see if there's any other prayer requests. Sally, prayers that the new high fiber diet works for Tony. Absolutely. Let's put Tony in there. Let's put Sally in there. And still for your shop, that it continues to go strong, that it's a really amazing place for people to come to. And I will be coming there in August. I'm going to be teaching an energy healing modality. So if any of you are close to Michigan or want to come in for the training, I'm going to be teaching Time Heals when I go up there in August. It's the middle of August. Okay, so any other prayer requests before we go into it? Carol chanted last night and this morning. Yes, I felt you chanting last night, Carol. Thank you. And Sally as well. Sally was on chanting with us last night. And Claire says, I've been chanting the last 2 nights running. I've had to do it in the replay. And as I could not stay awake until 2 a.m., the replay works just fine because we're putting that energy out there. Okay, well, I know we've all got busy days and it's time to do our meditation and our prayer. And I would like to get us started this morning with just a moment of playing the singing bowl. This is Angel Grace. Whoops, she disappeared too. I can't get it in that sunshine that's right in front of me, makes it disappear. This is Angel Grace. And I used to play this every day on my gratitude happy hour. So for just a moment, let's just take in a deep breath as you listen to the sound. Just breathe in. Breathe in all of that wonderful energy. Take another breath. And on your next breath in, just hold in some love. Let that love fill you. Just as the sound goes deep into your vibration inside of you and lifts you up, let that love be lifted. Let it feel so powerful inside of you as you breathe in the love and you breathe in this sound. We can heal with the sound frequency. So as you feel it in your body, let it go anywhere that's needed. Anywhere inside of you that may be feeling a little heavy, that may be feeling a little painful, a little discomfort. Go into the sound. Now take another deep breath in. Find that place deep down inside of you. That place where only love is real, only love resides there. And just say to yourself, only love and light are welcome here. Only love and light are welcome here. Any fear, any anxiety, anything that's unlike love will go with the energy of love. We're releasing it with love. Now breathe in again. Go into that place again that's deep inside your heart center. Only love and light are welcome here. Bring that energy in. Feel into the frequency that the sound healing put inside of you. Only love and light are welcome here. And you're releasing the low vibration. I feel a lot of emotion going on. Ooh, sometimes doing that release happens with tears. As you feel into the energy, wherever it's at in your body. Right now, I'm feeling some that's going on in the solar plexus. So put your hand there and put your hand on your heart. Touch both of those energy centers. And let's follow that pain that just went into the solar plexus and into the stomach. It's like a knot inside the stomach. Only love and light is welcome here. I release anything else that's unlike love. I release it to the light. Only love and light is welcome here. Now, take another breath in and feel into your energy centers now. See if there's anything else that feels uncomfortable. If there's any physical pain going on, speak to it. Speak those words. Only love and light is welcome here. I release you into the light. I hold you in love. Breathe in again. Breathe in that beautiful love energy coming directly from God. And talk to your body. Let your body know that you are a being of love and light. That's who you are. You're not your physical body. You are inhabiting that body for a short period of time. So let's show some love to the body. Let's give gratitude for every part of our body, even those parts that may be trying to get our attention with some pain issues. That's all it is trying to get our attention to see what's going on. So as it gets your attention, tell that body part, I love you. Thank you. Thank you for helping me have this human experience. I love you, and only love and light are welcome here in this body. Think of every body part right now and just give it love. Your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth. Give them all love. We don't normally think about that, but let's think about it this morning. Let's go into a state of real gratitude. Gratitude that we can feel, we can sense, we can smell, we can see and hear. Gratitude for our hands, we can feel. For our feet that move us from one place to another. Gratitude for our heart that keeps us alive, keeps beating and flowing the blood through our bodies. Gratitude for all of our organs that keep everything moving and processing what we take into our bodies to keep us going. Gratitude for the water in our bodies. We are mostly water in these human bodies. Give gratitude for that. Give gratitude for your brain that processes information. We have the greatest computer in the world right up in our head. Give gratitude for that. And let's give gratitude for the spirit being that lives in each of us. And we are all part of the same source. We are all part of God. So let's give gratitude for that commonality among us. Being in the same family, in the same soul group. We are all so connected. Feel into that connection now. And let's give gratitude for the love that's shared among us. For everyone lifting everyone up. For everyone sharing what's common in your lives. And learning and growing from each other. And let's give gratitude for the compassionate hearts that everyone has in this group. The love that's shown. I have felt so much love from all of you. My heart is so touched by your love. Feel that compassion. Feel that energy that's coming around to each of us right now. And let's look at how we've lifted others up in prayer today. The things we have put in the prayer circle, praying for each other, praying for our world. All of our hearts wanting the same thing, wanting to see unity, peace, love, joy in our world. We send out that energy right now. Let every being that's alive feel this compassion from this group that's gathered here. May hearts be open to receive. May people see each other and respect each other and acknowledge that we are all equal. Let's see a world where we're kinder, where each one of us looks for the best in each other. Let's pray for our dear animals, every animal on the earth right now. Let's lift them up because they feel this energy just as much as we do. They feel our earth and what's happening among the inhabitants of earth right now. So let's lift those animals up. Let's lift up our trees, our beautiful nature energy, the birds especially, and our waterways. I send a blessing out into the water. And now let's ask the angels to come forth and take these prayer requests, every prayer request that we have put out there. And let's ask that they all be lifted. Let's ask that God, our Creator, or what you call the highest being that is, let's ask God to see these requests, to see each one individually, and to answer for the best and highest good of whatever that situation is. And let's ask God to see each of us as we're gathered here right now, to really look at our hearts. We're human, we make mistakes, we have flaws. But God sees only our perfection. He sees our real heart. May we each do that. May we see ourselves the way God sees us. Feel that white light coming over you. Feel that unconditional love. Take a deep breath into your heart and really feel that love, because we're going to share that love with each other. So right now, as you're holding on to that energy of love, let's give it away. Let's give it away so we can get it back. So turn to one person in the group. You can hold them in your mind. You can say their name, every how you want to do that. Just envision one person with you. Take a deep breath and say to that person, I love you. I love you. And then when you feel it coming back to you, hold that with a big hug. Just hold it. And maybe like me, you've got tears of joy. It's okay. It's okay to express. And let's do the heart telephone as our Deirdre so warmly has named this. We're going to go around our circle and we're going to say to everybody, thank you. I love you. And do it with all that passion that's in your heart. So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. Y'all are amazing. I felt such emotion with giving love today. It was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And the tears couldn't be contained. So hoping that you felt that compassion also. That's what I felt, was your compassion. Diana, good morning. You joined us. You must have heard our love that we were sending out. And thank you for being here. And Prachir, I've been doing a lot of magic today. I've been doing what I feel led to do. So yeah, it is magical for sure to really be in the flow of everything. Thank you. Thank you, Deirdre, for joining me with tears and snot. Absolutely. I love it. Oh, thank you all so much. You know, I watched recently on Netflix the Garth Brooks show that he's been doing. And I have to share this before I leave for this morning. Garth is an amazing man. If you've never heard any of the story of his life or watched any of his life, he's very compassionate and very open and loving. And he was doing a concert, and it was a really big concert. They had filled this whole space. I think it was in a stadium. They'd filled it up. And he hadn't gone on stage yet. He was still back behind the stage. And one of the girls that worked the concession stand spoke to him, said hello, and she asked him the question. And she says, what's it like? What's it like to be out there? And Garth is a rebel, like me, I'm a rebel. So being the person that he is, he just had this spontaneous thought, and he grabbed her by the hand and he walked her up on stage. And so she's standing there, and I saw the video of this. She's standing there with him on the stage, and she had asked him the question, what's it like? He wanted her to know. So yeah, everybody's clapping and screaming and yelling for him. And he introduced her by her name. He said, this is, I can't remember, this was her name. And he goes, can you all just give her that same love? And they did. They did. So then, I can't remember if he sang a song to her, if they just stood there for a minute. And then he told her, okay, honey, now you've got to go. You've got to leave the stage. And she looked up at him and she goes, but I don't want to, because she felt that love. And that's how it is every morning. Thank you. I love you all. Have a great day. And where is my Deirdre? Deirdre, you got to take us out, honey. I don't see it yet. I can't end the show until you tell us. There you go. Namaste, y'all.